gym, was there any conversation around that at all?
Nah, even if it was, I don't even speak on, what other people got going on, I would love to fight.
Shakur Stevenson showcased his skills in a sparring session with Eddie Hearn, Terence Crawford, and Floyd Mayweather present. However, the real surprise came when a heated exchange broke out between Mayweather and Crawford. Meanwhile, Stevenson continued preparing for his February 22nd fight against Floyd Schofield. Shakur Stevenson spoke to Fight Hype about the meeting of minds in boxing, saying, "I don't know how they all ended up in the gym. I feel like I need an extra check for that." He acknowledged his hard work, even if it's not always recognized, and expressed gratitude for the support and advice from those present. Stevenson also noted that while Floyd Mayweather tried to sign him, he ultimately joined Eddie Hearn.
Hold me back! Hold me back! You'll fight Eddie!
Hearn and Mayweather set aside their rivalry to chat, while tensions grew between Crawford and Mayweather after Crawford claimed he could beat him. Stevenson has an important year ahead, starting with next month's fight.
In the gym that day?
Nah, it just was talking about like my boxing. It wasn't nothing about no Kid Austin, the fight that I got coming up. It was more so just watching my...
Shakur Stevenson's intense training methods brought them together. Hearn's comment highlights how skipping rest and sleep is part of a world-class boxer's routine. It's simply the reality they face.
Yeah, what was, so I mean, look, it ain't the first time you've been around Floyd. It ain't the first time you've been around any of those guys. But, that day, especially with you having this fight, and, a lot of people saying that maybe Kid Austin isn't ready for you. What kind of talk, what was the conversation like in the gym that day?
Nah, it just was talking about like my boxing. It wasn't nothing about no Kid Austin.
Hearn told IFL that he admired Stevenson's passion for the sport. He mentioned Terence watched Stevenson spar 14 4-minute rounds with 30-second breaks, then moved to another ring to watch Ray Ford. Floyd and Terence are passionate about boxing, with Terence enjoying mentoring young fighters. Hearn noted how tough 14-minute rounds with 30-second breaks are for anyone sparring Stevenson. Despite a hand injury last year, Stevenson is ready for a big year with his next fight on February 22nd in a major boxing event.
So if he was pound for pound, Floyd was pound for pound. You or Floyd, who would have done that? Who would have won that?
Me.
Oh shit, okay, I'm just asking.
Crawford claimed he'd beat Mayweather if they fought in their primes. The Omaha switch hitter is a 4-weight world champion with 31 stoppages and recently won the WBA super welterweight title. Fans often debate how he stacks up against all-time greats, with a Mayweather matchup being a common topic.
Terence didn't mention the fight, didn't say anything. You didn't talk to him about it. Floyd, not a peep.
Not a word.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. Thanks.
Mayweather retired undefeated in 2017, beating stars like Canelo, Pacquiao, Mosley, and De La Hoya. Fans wonder if Crawford would join that list. On the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast, Crawford confidently backed himself with his trainer, Brian Messentire, adding that Crawford's success is the result of years of hard work.
That would have been a hard fucking fight, though.
Man, me versus anybody, I'm gonna always say me.
Okay.
Come on.
If Crawford and Mayweather fought in their primes, Mayweather might be the smarter fighter, but Stevenson believes Crawford's tenacity would give him the edge. For now, Stevenson thinks Crawford would defeat Canelo Alvarez, a belief he's held for years.
Terence Crawford. A lot of people a few years ago would have said that's crazy, but I think everybody, when they see the talent of Terence Crawford.
Crawford, the WBA 154 pounds champion, plans to gain 14 Ulbs for the highly anticipated fight, which could be his biggest payday. Stevenson believes Crawford will win, saying, "I've been saying this for years." However, Crawford is unlikely to trade blows with Canelo due to his usual strategy against power punchers.
He's a special fighter, pound for pound. I think many will say #1 in the world, alongside the likes of people like yourself and that great list that we've got at the minute.
Crawford relies on movement and quick shots, with his aggressive performance against Spence being an exception. Chris Mannix warned on YouTube that Crawford should be cautious moving above 160 Ulbs and likely won't take a tune-up fight against a super middleweight before facing Canelo.
Yes, honestly, if anybody could jump up in weight classes and do it, it's Terence Crawford. I don't know nobody who.
Crawford competes in the weight class. It would likely be at a catch weight of around 163 or 164 olves against a middleweight moving up, such as Aaron McKenna or Liam Smith. The debate over the greatest of all time continues, especially between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Roy Jones Jr.
Do you respect the Floyd 50-0, or is it like?
You gotta respect anything a person does and stay undefeated that long. So I respect it to a degree, yeah. Is it a 50-0 that I think, oh, he the greatest fighter all time? Nah.
Mayweather, with his 50-0 record, is often called the greatest pound-for-pound boxer, known for his defense and control. However, Roy Jones Jr., a 4-weight undisputed champion, disagrees. When asked about Mayweather being the GOAT, Jones said, "No, slick, but punishing." Jones was the first to win titles in both middleweight and heavyweight, defeating fighters like James Toney and Bernard Hopkins.
If he wasn't there, he probably would have kept going too. So and then, at the end, you fight a guy that's 0-0 for number 50. How can I respect it? Yeah. You feel me? Right. So, I mean, I love Floyd, don't get it wrong, I'm not hating on Floyd, but come on, bro, you fight a guy that's 0-0, Conor McGregor was 0-0, and they let you do that?
Tell you why I like Eddie. So one day, somebody asked me, because you know I don't have social media on my phone. Yeah. So they showed me Eddie. Eddie was like, Floyd Mayweather ain't got no. No, Eddie don't believe that now.
Yeah. But Eddie will say some shit like that. Man.
Eddie will say some shit, but no. But one thing. Don't worry about that. But me and Eddie got it clear. Didn't we, Eddie? Yeah. One thing. Me and my buddy got it clear.
We said as long as it's 10 or 20. Can't be less than 10. Because then we're struggling for money.
I had to show Eddie some of the account.
Imagine how much money Floyd Mayweather would have made if I was his promoter back in the day. You know what I'm saying?